Hi, I am Ripan Biswas, a wildlife photographer from India. The first Indian to win 3 times at the Wildlife Photographer of the Year hosted by Naturalist Museum, London. This channel is where I will share everything I know about wildlife photography. Subscribe and let's journey to the wild together. Hello friends, welcome to my new video. In this video, I will be sharing my experience of the importance of composition in wildlife photography. Let's talk about something a lot of people believe about wildlife photography. Many people believe it's luck that all you need to get a good image. They think it's all about timing. Just head into the forest, spot an animal, point your camera, turn on burst mode and press the shutter. Well, not exactly. Yes, timing is important. It helps you to catch those once in a lifetime moments. But without a good composition, that perfectly timed shot might just look like a lucky snapshot. Nice? Sure. Memorable? Probably not. So, what is composition? Simply put, composition is the way you arrange elements within your frame. It's how you guide the viewer's eye through the photo, create balance and add a sense of flow. It's what makes someone stop and feel something when they look at your image. Here is my top 10 suggestion to young photographers on why composition is important in wildlife photography. Composition tells the viewer what to look at and what to ignore. A well-composed image guides the eyes of the viewer directly to the main subject. In this image, even though there are branches and other visual distractions, the viewer's eye is naturally drawn to the main subject, the Royal Bengal tigers of the Sundarbans. By applying the rule of thirds and capturing strong eye contact between the tiger and the viewer, I was able to create a composition that feels both compelling and intense. Through the techniques like rule of third, reading line, or framing, we can draw the eye of the viewer exactly where we want it to go. Here in this image, I use the delicate strand of the spider web as natural leading lines to guide the viewer's eye towards the center of attention, the web's rightful owner, the green spider. A chaotic or cluttered background can ruin an otherwise powerful image. Good composition helps us to minimize distraction, whether by adjusting angle, depth of field, or proper framing, so the viewer isn't pulled away from what really matters. In this photograph of the black baza, I carefully positioned myself so that the surrounding leaves and branches, rather than serving as distractions, formed a natural frame around the bird. This created a classic frame within frame composition, drawing attention to the striking bird of prey and enhancing the visual impact of the image. Composition isn't just technical, it's emotional. It helps us convey mood, behavior, and narrative. For example, placing an animal small in the frame surrounded by a vast landscape can tell a story of solitude or survival. Balance in a frame makes a photo more pleasant, whether it's symmetry or intentional asymmetry. Composition helps us to create images that feel aesthetically pleasing and well structured. This is one of my favorite photos. I named it The Guide to the Galaxy. The frog in the foreground is beautifully balanced with the Milky Way in the background. The starry sky, the calm water, and the frog, ready for love, come together in a peaceful, perfect moment. By including elements like trees, water bodies, or even other animals, composition can help us to convey the size of the subject, especially useful for showcasing tiny insects or massive animals like this water buffalo in context. By including the jungle manna in the frame, I was able to show just how massive the water buffalo really is. Good composition doesn't always isolate the subject. It sometimes does the opposite. It shows how the animal relates to its surroundings. This can be crucial for documentary style storytelling. By including background elements like the water hyacinth and other natural details, I aim to highlight the damselfly's connection to its habitat. These subtle components not only add context to the image but also help tell a better story about the delicate balance between the insect and its environment. Thoughtful framing can emphasize eye contact, body posture, or interaction between animals. These are the key for making an emotionally resonant image. Look closely at this close-up image of an elephant. The veins across her body, the ragged marks on her face, all speak of a life lived in the wild. Yet, despite this raw texture, her eye holds a soft, gentle gaze that makes her utterly endearing. By carefully excluding distraction and framing just a portion of her body, I aim to create a quiet emotional connection between the elephant and the viewer. Framing, light, and space can all be used compositionally to create a mood: mystery, tension, calm, drama. A subject in the shadow is a perfect example for mystery. Wide negative space is the perfect example for isolation or loneliness. Backlight is an example of magic or wonder. Breaking the rules can also be part of your composition style once you know them. Unique perspectives, dramatic framing, or unexpected placement of the subject can give your image a creative edge and make them stand out. So, to wrap it up, yes, timing is important, light is important, gear can help, but composition, that's the heart of the storytelling in photography. It's what turns a simple moment into an unforgettable image. Whether it's the curve of a branch, the reflection in the water, or the space you leave around your subject, every choice you make inside the frame speaks to the viewers. So, next time you are out there in the wild, don't just wait for the perfect moment. Build it, shape it, compose it. Thanks for watching, and if you found this helpful, give it a like, share with a fellow photographer, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips, stories, and behind the scenes from the wild. Until next time, keep exploring and keep seeing the world with intention.